Welcome back to Growing Craft. Please do subscribe to our channel before we start this video and do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you do not miss out any of our updates. Also do check our website www.growingcraft.com and let's get started. So here are the bases which I have already pre-cut. Now the paper size what I have taken here is 6 inches by 6 inches. So ideally my base size, the square which I have taken is approximately 6 inches by 6 inches. I have already cut down my boards of this particular size. Now all the measurements I have already mentioned in the description box. You can check that and I hope that really helps you guys. Now for the base I have taken up the thick cardboard pieces. Now these are high quality cardboard which really has a lot of strength, which stays for a longer time. So yeah, that way I love using these cardstocks and these cardboards too. Now the pattern paper what I am using here is from Dress My Craft. This is from one of their kids collection and I will mention the link down in the description box. Now usually whenever I am doing these kind of projects, I tend to use varieties of adhesives. Like you will see me using my liquid adhesive, then you will see me using my tacky tape, then you will even see me using my glue gun. So yeah, the lot of varieties of options really helps out. Now in one of the pages I am going to have a lot of flap. Now what I have done is I have taken up this in purple theme. So this is going to be a complete kids theme. So the color combination whatever I have taken up is according to the kids theme, according to the paper pack. This is just to make sure that it comes out in one theme. So I have taken up the first flap of size 6 inches by 6 inches. Then I have reduced it to the 0.25 inches. And yes, likewise I am going to add a lot of flap in this one. In each flap, I am going to have my cardstock and on the top of it, I am going to have my pattern paper. So if you want, you can directly use the pattern papers also because these pattern papers are of really high quality. So I just wanted to make sure to add a little more strength. That's the reason I am using my cardstock. But otherwise, having your pattern papers directly on your base will also really work. Now as I was talking about the adhesives what I use in my project, so yes, I tend to use a lot of liquid adhesive and tacky tapes. Glue gun is something which I use rarely but it works out depending on the kind of work I am doing. So especially for these kind of sheets when I have to stick, I try to make sure that I use my liquid adhesive because it saves a lot of time and yes, it also makes sure that it sticks well and it gives me ample amount of time to shift my pages here and there. So yeah, that's the only reason. Otherwise tacky tape also works really well. Now for folding these ones, I am using one of the folder bone from Dress My Craft. I'll also mention the link of that. So yeah, there are a few more folders bone which I really want to order and those are in my wish list and hopefully I will be able to do that really soon. Now these are going to be the inner side of my album. As you can see in the pictures at the end and even you must have seen that at the starting of the video, that it is going to have the plain surfaces from the outside, but from inside it is going to have a lot of pockets, lot of flaps and lot of spaces for photographs and journaling. Now here I have taken up my cardstock of sizes 5 inches by 6 inches, 3 inches by 6 inches and 1.5 inches by 6 inches. Now these are going to be my pocket sizes. You can of course alter the pocket sizes as per your requirement. I will mention all the sizes in the description box. This is just for your reference. You can definitely play around with your size, the kind of album you are making that in. Now for sticking these kind of pockets, I prefer to have my tacky tape because it sticks very quickly and it saves a lot of time. And yes, of course, they are also much more easier when it comes to sticking it on your bases. Now what are tacky tapes? These are two side tapes and these are extremely thin and these are one of the best tapes that you can use for your paper crafting. So yes, if you have seen my previous video on scrapbooking, you must have seen that I have done the hinges with this and they work out so well. Now adding my tapes on all the three sides of my base, and this is just to make sure that it sticks well and you just need to peel this off and stick it on your paper and it is done. So yes, like I mentioned, if you don't have the tacky tapes, you can go ahead with your liquid adhesive. It's absolutely fine, but please do not use your glue guns for this process. So here I'm done. Again, I'm using my bone folder to make sure that it sticks well to my base, and once you're happy, then you just need to peel it off and stick. Now, like I mentioned, my album is going to have a lot of pockets and a lot of flaps, so I will be sticking them on my base. Now, it's a cardboard base, it has a lot of strength, so I can add as many pockets as I can. So for the base of this album, you need to have a thick cardboard, and then on the top of it you can have your pattern paper, and this is how you stick your pockets, and it looks cool. Now, whenever I use my pockets sticking process, I try to press them well with the bone folders. That really helps in sticking them well, and once this has stuck with your tacky glue, it's not going to come out at all. Now here adding one more pocket or one on the top of the other, and this is completely optional. Like if you want to add a little more drama, you can definitely have this, and this is going to give you a space of more pockets and more flaps on the sides. Now here I am adding some of the tags. Now these are the already paper cutouts, the pattern paper from the same paper pack. If you want, you can use your plain cardstock, but I just felt that adding these cardstocks is going to add a little more drama to my project. So here I'm just playing around with the scrap pieces, whatever I was left over with my pattern paper and few of the designs which I really liked, and I thought of having this on my scrapbook. Now these are the border punches which I absolutely love, and I highly recommend them, and again they are from Dress My Craft. I will mention the link down in the description box. Now these punches makes your work much more easier. How that if I have a plain cardstock, if I have a beautiful pattern paper and I just need to highlight it, you just punch from the one of the sides and it's done. So yes, they really add so much of new drama and new theme to your presentations. Now do let me know in the comment section if you are really liking this tutorial, because I have planned so many tutorials to come up with for the different kind of scrapbooks. Yes, I'm working on some of the amazing albums and with a lot of tips and tricks, so please do let me know. Now, just in case if you want, you can have your pattern papers here. You can even give them the backing and they work out really well. Now, how many tags you can put, it's completely your choice. In each pocket, if you have not added extra dimension to your pockets, you can easily have 2 to 3 tags inside that. And yes, you can have your pictures on this. On the back side, you can do the journaling. So the there is no limit to it. You can add as much kind of detailing you want to it. Now whenever I'm making my tag, I do make sure that I use the corner punches. Now what are the corner punches? They make your edges round off, and that gives a really long lasting effect to your projects. Now it's time to assemble all my shades to make it a home. So here I'm using my tacky tape. So what I'm going to do is I am going to have one single tacky tape, and on that I'm going to have all the sides of my album. So you can see me that while sticking each of the panels, I'm making sure that I stick them well with a nice bend on the corner, so that when I close my house, it is done really well. Now, if you want to do this step with your cardstock, it's absolutely fine. You can have your liquid adhesive, take a long piece of cardstock, join the pieces, make a very long piece one, and then join your house walls, and it's going to be absolutely fine. Now, just to make sure that I already have my ribbon at the starting, here I have used one of my favorite organza ribbon, and you can see it just broke the side, but this is going to help me in adding my ribbon. So here it's not important that your folds are joined, it's more important that you have your ribbons, because it's not the tacky tape which is going to stick here, it is your ribbon which is going to hold all the walls of your home. So the most important part is your tacky tape should be sticked in one straight line, and do the cutting work of your tacky tape before applying doing your ribbon work, so that you do not damage your ribbons. And here you can see that my sticking work becomes much more easier just because I have used my tacky tape. So yeah, this really saves a lot of time when it comes to paper crafting. Yeah, so this is my base of my house, and it looks pretty cool and it looks pretty good, and I'm so happy about it. Now I have already prepared a lot of pattern papers here, so again I'm going to use my liquid adhesive and stick this. And I would like to share with you all that recently I've explored a few more liquid adhesive. Some of them are far better than what I'm using right now in this video. So yes, in the upcoming videos you will see me using some new adhesives which are a lot like heavier than this one, and they work out so beautifully. Now here I am adding my pattern papers. Now on each sides I'm trying to have a lot of design whatever I can, and on the each wall I'm trying to have a little motif so that it highlights that corner of the house wall. Now as it's an outside part of my album, I'm not going to add too much elements there because I really want to highlight my roof of the house. So yes, just to keep that in mind, I'm trying to keep this as simple as I can, but I'm highlighting this with my pattern papers. Now all this was possible because of this beautiful pattern paper pack, and I'm sure once you start using these kind of pattern papers, you realize that your work becomes much more easier. Now finally it's time to prepare my tent, and for the tent here I'm using my 2 hard cardboard pieces, and the size of this cardboard is approximately 5 inches by 7 inches. And yes, I am using my Avro tape to bind this one. There are other binding options also, but I'll try to mention that in the link. Otherwise in my upcoming video you will see me using some of the black binding tapes, which is just fab for your projects. Now here I really wanted to save a lot of time, so that's the reason I'm using my tacky tape. And yes, this is going to make sure that it adds extra strength to my tent of my house. So here again I'm using the pattern paper like I mentioned earlier also. If you want to keep your project simple and beautiful, you can just buy out some of the beautiful pattern paper packs and they work out beautifully. Do go for pattern papers of higher GSM. Now GSM, what is GSM? It's the thickness of the paper, which also reveals the strength of your paper. So yeah, this is what I am doing right now, using an amazing paper pack, and this makes my work much more easier. Now using your tacky tape products is super easy. Just peel them off and stick it on your base, and do make sure that when you are using your tacky tapes it sticks very well to your base, and then stick it to your the other surface, and it's going to last a long time. Now here of course my tent is going to have a shape, and yes, of course I need to add a little more elements to it, so I'm going to add some more ribbons to it. But before that I will just make sure that I have my pattern papers on both the sides, so that once I start the finishing of the project, I'm like adding my pattern papers later on will be very difficult. So yeah, this looks already so cute and so beautiful, and here I will start using my ribbons. Now this is one of the very nice fringe ribbon which I got some time back. So here I'm adding my fringe ribbon to this, and I will make sure that I stick this well, because it should be very flexible, because as this is the cover of the album, as this is the heart of the album, it is going to be removed and kept back for a very longer time. So now here I am adding my ribbon on all the sides of my house, and later on I am going to add the same to my base too. Now if you do not have this ribbon, you can use go for any of your paper laces. You can even go for your doily cutouts. If you check my YouTube channel, you will see I have done a Sizzix die cutting machine tutorial. So in that I had shown you how to use your lace dies, and you can definitely use your lace dies, the paper dies, and they are going to work out so pretty well. Now the second alternate is you can even use your border punches, which I have shown you during the tag making of this video. You can use your border punches, use those punches for creating such effects, and they work beautifully. It's just that this adds a little more strength to your project. That might be a little delicate, but if you are able to manage your project that well, then nothing like it. Now the another option of these laces are to go for with your satin ribbons or your cotton laces, and they work out so well, and you just need to color them as per your project theme, and it looks beautiful. Yeah, so here my hurt work is done. Now later on I just thought of adding a little more laces on my edges of my scrapbook. So here, as I'm doing this at the last moment, I will have to be a little careful so that I do not stick this on the inner sheets and my pages, and be a little careful, you will be able to do this. Now here is a very quick tip. Whenever you are doing this, this is going to make sure that the edge of your cardboard is covered. Now if you do not if you have no plans to add these kind of laces, what you can do is you can just cover up the edges at the starting of the project with your Abro tape or with your binding tapes, and once that is done, then you start sticking your pattern paper. It is just going to cover the edges of your base, and that will make sure that none of those portions are available. Now in this, as I'm using my fringe ribbon, it was a little complicated for me, so ideally I should have done this at the starting of the video, but no worries, I will be able to do it. Just a hint, if you guys don't want to do it, that's absolutely fine, but if you want to do it, try to do it at the starting of the video. That will really help. So do let me know what kind of scrapbooks you want me to come up with, and yes, it is always such a pleasure to see your comments, to see your artwork pictures on our group, and we absolutely love it. We love it when you share your projects, when you share your experience with us of creating artworks with our tutorial, and we absolutely love it, and that really inspires me a lot to come up with some more tutorials. Now as the Valentine's Day is coming up, of course we are coming up with a lot of tutorials for Valentine's Day, so yeah, do check that, and I'm sure you are going to love that. Now as the Valentine's Day is coming up, I have planned for some of the scrapbooks, some of the card making, and some of the bottle decor videos. If you have anything specific requirement, please do let me know in the comment section. So yes, with this my tutorial is almost done, and do let me know if you guys have any of your feedbacks, and thank you so much for watching guys. Take care, bye bye.
À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. J'ai presque passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. J'ai presque deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'enfer, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'enfer, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer.